The music rattled the walls, vibrating through the crowded room. Laughter bubbled around me, light and careless, while I stood frozen, a practiced smile barely masking the storm swelling inside. Maya's hand rested lightly on another man's chest, her laugh, a sound that once belonged only to me, cutting through the air like a cruel melody. And the man? The same polished, self-assured executive she had mentioned casually a few times. My new colleague, Rohan. Beneath the sparkling chandeliers of her office gala, they were inseparable, shoulders brushing, smiles too intimate. Her hand lingered too long on his arm. His eyes weren't businesslike. They were searching, personal. And she didn't withdraw. She let him. She welcomed it. My jaw tightened as her gaze flicked toward me. For a heartbeat, her expression wavered. Then a flick of her hair, a sip of wine, and she turned away, pretending I didn't exist. 2 hours ago, I had been eager, excited. "Don't be late, okay?" She'd said that morning, adjusting her earrings as we left for work. "It's important to me. I want you there." I wouldn't miss it, I'd promised, pressing a kiss to her forehead. For 3 years, I had been her quiet support, making coffee while she stayed up until midnight finishing presentations, applauding every promotion, cheering every milestone. I had been proud. We were a team, or so I had believed. Arriving at the Grand Lotus Hotel, I carried her favorite flowers, white lilies, imagining her smile when she saw them. A quick hug, a proud introduction to her colleagues, that was the plan. But across the room, she shone in a crimson dress, standing too close to Rohan, laughing in a way that made it clear I no longer belonged to her world. Each laugh, each accidental or deliberate, touch tore through me. Was I imagining it? Perhaps they were just colleagues. But when Rohan's hand grazed the small of her back and she didn't recoil, I knew the truth. "Hey, Arjun, you made it." A coworker's voice cut through my thoughts. Maya's speech is next. "You must be proud." I forced a smile. Pride wasn't what I felt. Humiliation was. Maya took the stage, radiant and magnetic, captivating the room with charm, wit, confidence. She spoke about teamwork, support, the people who helped her succeed. My heart waited for the acknowledgement I deserved. It never came. Her eyes found Rohan, not me. After the applause, I approached her at the bar. "Hey," I said. "Great speech." She startled, as though she had forgotten I existed. "Oh, Arjun, you're here." "Of course," I replied, offering the lilies. "Oh, lilies," she murmured, her smile thin, awkward. "Thank you. That's sweet." Rohan leaned in with a smirk. "So, this is the famous husband we've heard about." I held his gaze. "Depends. What have you heard?" "Only that she's lucky," he chuckled, glancing at Maya. Her cheeks flushed. Guilt? Pleasure? I couldn't tell. "Rohan," she said lightly, "stop teasing." Yet the tone held ease, familiarity. Enough to confirm what I already suspected. The rest of the evening blurred. Music, glasses clinking, forced smiles. I watched her glide through the crowd, radiant, yet avoiding me. Finally, she approached, tension in her face. "Try not to look so angry. It's a celebration, Arjun." I met her gaze steadily. "A celebration of what, Maya? Your success or your new relationship?" Her eyes widened. "Excuse me." "Don't," I interrupted softly. "I see everything. You call it harmless, yet you let him touch you." Smiled as if I didn't exist. "That's harmless." Her jaw tightened. "You're overreacting." "No, Maya," I said, voice calm. "You're underestimating it." And with that, I turned away. But I didn't leave. A colder determination settled in me. If she wanted to flaunt another man, I would reveal the truth in a way only I could. Across the room, Mr. Mara, a company director who had long admired my photography, greeted me warmly. "Arjun, joining us for the exhibition?" "Yes," I said, controlled. "I brought a small collection tonight." Minutes later, the hotel's display screens lit up with my work, portraits raw with emotion, storytelling frozen in a frame. And in the middle, a photograph that made the room pause. Maya, months earlier, laughing in our kitchen with a flower tucked behind her ear. Underneath, the caption read, "The woman I once thought I knew." A hush spread. Guests turned. Whispers rippled. Maya froze, her wine trembling in her hand. Rohan's smirk faded. "Arjun, what is this?" she whispered. "Art," I said softly. Truth captured. "I thought you wanted to show off tonight. I just wanted the world to see what love looked like before it was lost." Her lips quivered. "You humiliated me." "No," I said quietly. "You did it yourself." I merely turned on the light. Moments later, she fled the hall. I did not follow. Outside, the night air hit me, cold and sharp, honest. The lilies remained in her hand, petals crushed. A week later, she called. "Can we talk?" she asked, voice fragile. I agreed, meeting her at the cafe where our first date had bloomed. "I made a mistake," she began. "It wasn't Rohan." He flirted, yes, but I didn't. "Maya." I raised a hand. "Stop. You don't need to explain. I've seen all I need." Her eyes welled with tears. "I didn't think you'd ever humiliate me like that." "You humiliated our marriage," I said softly. "I only showed it its reflection." She buried her face in her hands. "I ruined everything, didn't I?" I watched her crumble, the woman I loved slipping under the weight of her choices. Finally, I spoke. "Perhaps you didn't ruin everything," I said, "but you ended something beautiful without even knowing it." And as I stepped into the soft drizzle outside, clarity replaced anger. Some betrayals do not need vengeance. They only need to confront themselves. Every time she remembers that night, she will see who she has become. And I will walk forward, free of what was lost, yet unshaken.